January 1993. A 2-year-old boy walks into Jack in the Box with his mom. She orders him a hamburger. 2 weeks later, he's dead. This isn't a horror movie. This is what happens when a company decides that 30 seconds of cooking time costs too much. Let me tell you about the Jack in the Box massacre. It's December 1992, Christmas season. Jack in the Box wants to boost sales, so they launch this big promotion, the Monster Burger. Sounds great, but to serve these burgers faster, to get more customers through the door, they made a decision. Cook the meat at 140 degrees instead of 155. Now, you might be thinking, what's 15 degrees? Well, Washington state law required hamburgers to be cooked to 155 degrees, the temperature needed to kill deadly bacteria. Jack in the Box knew this. They got the memo in 1992, but that memo sat on someone's desk, ignored, because properly cooking each burger would take an extra 30 seconds. And 30 seconds per burger, that's lost money. So they didn't bother. January 11th, 1993, Seattle Children's Hospital starts seeing kids come in. Severe bloody diarrhea, kidney failure, seizures. First 1 kid, then 5, then 20, then 50. Doctors realized they were seeing something terrifying. E. coli 0157H7, one of the deadliest food bacteria on the planet. And every single one of these kids had eaten at Jack in the Box. Michael Nole, 2 years old. Lauren Rudolph, 6. Selena Shribs, 9. And Riley Detweiler, just 17 months old. 4 children, all dead within weeks of eating a hamburger. In total, 732 people got sick. 178 were hospitalized. 55 of them were left with permanent kidney damage. They'll deal with that for the rest of their lives. And 4 families buried their children. Now here's where it gets truly disgusting. On January 13th, health officials called Jack in the Box headquarters. They told them people were dying from their burgers. The company's response? They kept serving them for 3 more days. No warning to customers, no recall, just kept flipping those undercooked burgers while more people got sick. When they finally went public on January 18th, they didn't apologize. Instead, they pointed fingers, blamed their meat supplier, blamed the state of Washington for unclear regulations. Everyone's fault but theirs. Except internal documents later proved they knew exactly what the temperature requirements were. They had known for a year. They just chose to ignore it because it was inconvenient, because 30 seconds of extra cooking time cut into their profit margins. Think about that. 30 seconds. That's how long it would have taken to make those burgers safe. The lawsuits came fast. The company paid out over $50 million in settlements. But you can't buy back your child. No amount of money does that. And what's crazy? Nobody went to jail. 0 arrests, 0 criminal charges. 4 dead kids, and it was treated as just a civil matter. The executives who ignored that safety memo walked free. The company almost went bankrupt. It lost $160 million, PhoenixFoodSafety.com. The stock crashed. They nearly disappeared. But they didn't. Jack in the Box survived. They created new safety standards and implemented one of the strictest food safety programs in the industry, adopting protocols like HACCP to prevent this from ever happening again. PhoenixFoodSafety.com. Today, they have over 2,200 locations, and most people have completely forgotten this ever happened. Michael Nole would be 32 years old today. Lauren Rudolph would be 37. Selena Shribs would be 39. Riley Detweiler would be 32. 4 lives. 30 seconds of cooking time. That's the trade-off they made. That's what they thought was acceptable. This is why we remember. This is why we don't let these stories get buried. Because if we forget, it happens again.